Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I want to share with you a alternative to using the expensive liquid palisade or liquid latex. So let's get started. I have made my own peel off base coats with Elmer's glue and acrylic paint, but you can't use them for water marble because something happens when you put Elmer's glue in water. It doesn't really mix together, so it kind of gets sticky and it doesn't work anymore. So I have thought of an idea of using regular fabric puffy paint. I haven't tried it yet, but I've just thought about it because I thought it would be a good idea. So here I just have a regular pack from a craft store that I found. And this stuff is a lot cheaper than the normal the normal paint that goes around your nail, but I just decided to try this. So let's start out by putting down like a sheet. This is just like a silicone sheet, so if I get anything on it, I can just peel it right back off. It's also kind of like the Uber Chic mat, which I will be getting one of those soon, but this is just what I have right now. It's really nice, but it's not the same material. The Uber Chic mat is silicone, but it's not the shiny material that this one is. And this does not work as well, but it works well enough. So what you'll be needing is an empty nail polish bottle. Here I have this one. The brush kind of got a little cut off, but that's okay. It's clean enough for this, and there's some extra nail polish remover in there, which I'll have to get out. And then you'll also be needing a clean cup, or clean enough. This isn't that clean, but that's okay. You'll be needing a cup, and you can choose like a color of the paint. I think I'm going to be making an orange one, so I'm going to mix together yellow and red. You'll also be needing, I have here a syringe. That's how you'll get it into the nail polish bottle without having a mess. I actually just found this, because before I was just struggling with getting it in to make the Elmer's glue one. But yeah, let's get started. I also didn't mention that you'll be needing something to stir it with, and I'll just be using a plain toothpick. And then you'll also need a little bit of water. Here's just like water bottle. Make sure it's like room temperature because you don't want it to like do anything to the paint while it's like mixing or anything. Also inside of my nail polish bottle, it was actually a Wet n Wild one, and it had one of these metal balls in it, so I'm going to keep that in there because I think it'll help with the to make the paint more like fluid when I shake it. So I think I'm just going to make a little extra today, just in case. So you're just going to put some in there. I think that's enough yellow, and then I'm going to put in some red. Okay. And then I'm just going to stir that up. So I think that's the color that I want, and I think that'll be enough. So I'm just going to take a little bit of water. I am going to use a syringe for that because you really don't want too much because then it'll be like too watery and it won't work. I transferred my stir over to a cotton bud or Q-tip because the toothpick was actually a little too hard to use because it didn't really stir it enough. Okay, and now I'm just going to transfer this over to one side of the cup. We might not actually have enough, but we'll see. So get your bottle ready, and you want to stick the syringe in and just pull up some. Oh, that didn't really work. Okay. It's not really picking it up for some reason, but you just want to keep filling it up until you fill up the entire bottle. So I'm about halfway done, and we are making a mess at the top, which we can clean that off. And I have gotten the best thing to do isn't by just like starting to put it in like at the top. You want to actually stick in the syringe and squeeze it down, and see, it does come out of the side, but not as much. So I just take my Q-tip and clean that up and put it back in the cup. But this is a long process, but I think it'll be worth it. We'll just have to wait and see. Okay, so it's pretty much filled to the top. I'm just going to leave some room for the brush. But as you can see, it made a complete mess. A lot more than I thought, actually. So let's get to the cleaning process. I'll just be using a cotton ball and regular nail polish remover, and I'll just be like cleaning off the sides, because puffy paint does make a mess, and you just kind of have to be careful. Like, it's just sticking to my fingers because it's so like sticky, and it's just a very long process. Now I'm just like cleaning up my board, and now my fingers. So I'm just going to add just a tiny bit more water to give it more liquid, and I'm going to put the cap back on and give it a few shakes. And as you can see, after taking many minutes scrubbing, it's still kind of left a mess, but that's okay. That's my original brush that got cut off, so I decided to take another Wet n Wild brush and clean that off and use it for this instead of an old nail polish. So now I'm just going to shake it up a little bit so that metal ball can really get around there and mix some things up. So now I'm going to apply it on my nail. I'm going to do like a thicker coat because sometimes thinner coats of the Elmer's glue doesn't work very well. So I'm just going to I don't care. Put a thicker coat around my nail. I'm really loving how this color looks. I think it looks really good. And I'm just going to keep dabbing it on there to get it good, and that's what it turned out like. It goes on pretty well. So I think it's about dry, but we'll find out. So I have these tweezers that I'm going to use. They're just regular tweezers. Not sure how this is going to work out. Okay, so it is peeling off, just not in one big sheet as you probably want it. But it definitely is coming off. Maybe I just didn't let it dry enough. Yeah, so I think I should probably let that half dry a little more. So on my pointer finger, I put a thin coat of the paint on, and now I'm going to try peeling it off. It does seem to be coming off a little bit better. Maybe I still didn't have it dry enough. I'm not really sure. Wasn't really patient about it, but it does definitely work. You can see that. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. And you can experiment more things with this if you want. So now, I think that this one probably needs a little bit more to dry because it's still sticky. Okay, now it's definitely ready, so I'm going to pull that off. This seems to be going a little bit better. Not really though. Yeah, I'm not sure. This is the first time I've tried this though, so I wasn't expecting amazing results. I don't know. It does work. Putting your finger on it works a lot better too, if like your nail's dry and you don't want to mess it up. But yeah, using your finger would work too. That works better than tweezers a lot. I'll get that chunk out of there. Yeah, so I think this was a pretty good thing that happened. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Okay, so yeah, that was good. So I hope you like this video of my puffy paint latex barrier. Well, not latex, but something else other than latex. But maybe this will help you and give you some more ideas. I didn't find this from anyone actually. I just kind of thought of it myself. And I hope you enjoy.